I know some of you guys, I don't know everyone. So I was a coach here. I have been at OCF for, I think, almost 5 years now. I just had a baby, so I have been MIA for the past 7 weeks. That is how old he is. He'll be 8 weeks this week. So, but I do nutrition. That's the other aspect of my career. About a year ago, I started a nutrition company, one-on-one nutrition coaching. We run challenges at gyms, obviously, but I started at OCF. I've been nutrition coaching for about 5 years, but last year was the year that I started the company. And now I run challenges at all kinds of gyms. This is one of 5 gyms that I'm running a challenge at this fall. So we got lots going on, lots of people trying to get healthy before the holidays. So today is going to go over the challenge, but also a lot about just education on why I'm going to be asking what I'm going to be asking of you guys during the challenge. Please feel free to stop me with any questions. I would love this to be more interactive and not just me talking. I am very good at talking without anyone talking back to me, so I can do that as well, but I do like questions, and I want to make sure that I'm answering what you guys want to learn about today as well. I have had my own journey of weight loss. I have never been the person that I lost weight super easy, I could eat whatever I want. That is not me. So I have done every fad diet out there. I've done the Beyonce diet, I've done cleanses, I've done paleo, I've done low carb, I've done high protein, everything you can think of. I like to experiment because I like to find out what best works for me, and I like to kind of learn about other diets. So a lot of my clients come to me with all kinds of different diets that they've done. So I know, when you don't have a lot of time and when you have a ton of time, and that's all your life is about. So I've kind of had both of those avenues. This is what we're going to go over today. So your gut, I say more than just a pooch. It is extremely important to your health. What is in food? Why can't we just give up carbs? Sugar, dairy, wheat, gluten, and alcohol, the ugly truth. Genetics. P.S. I don't like PowerPoints to be super boring, so I have memes and cartoons on here. Pay attention to them, they're pretty entertaining. I spend a lot of time Googling funny cartoons, so this one says it's a genetic thing. My parents are too short for their weight too. Obesity runs in my family, or heart disease runs in my family. Type 2 diabetes runs in my family. Genetics are not as permanent as many people believe. Your gut health is just as important as your DNA and environmental factors in determining your overall well-being. So how healthy the microbiome is in your gut plays just as large of a role as what environment you're in and what you were born with. Each person's gut is unique, so that's the hard part. Probiotics can be very beneficial, but you might need a different strain of probiotics than someone else would. What you are eating can either kill good bacteria and feed the bad bacteria, like trans fats, fried foods, all the typical unhealthy foods. So you're feeding bad bacteria in the gut, or you can help provide a diverse, healthy community of bacteria. So 70% of your immune system is in your gut. So what you're eating impacts a lot with how you do feel overall. What is food? Just a quick little breakdown. Food essentially starts with calories. So a lot of people, a lot of diets claim that calories don't matter, to a certain extent. You cannot lose weight without being at a certain calorie deficit. You can't gain weight without being at a major calorie surplus. But calories are a unit of energy for every cell in our body, which needs on a daily basis. Your body needs to survive. Your body has cells that need food and fuel, that need to repair themselves, that need to rejuvenate. And if you aren't taking enough calories, your body's functioning at a suboptimal place. So calories are not the enemy. Macronutrients are your big 3, your proteins, your carbohydrates, and your fats. Okay, so I'll get to those in the next slide, but they are basically what helps determine body composition. So I see a lot of people that eat 2,000 calories, but don't pay attention to the breakdown of those calories, can look completely different than someone that eats 2,000 calories of a balance of proteins, carbohydrates, and fats. Next up, micronutrients. So that's essentially what's in the food. So trace elements, vitamins, minerals, nutrients, the quality of the food. So whole, unprocessed foods have high nutrients. Processed foods with a long shelf life usually don't have many nutrients at all. So the 5 factors for success. The challenge is called a 5-factor challenge, and we're going to go through kind of the 5 pieces of what that entails. Okay, so the first one is that we are going to be giving up sugar. 80% of items in the stores today have added sugar. Fun fact, McDonald's French fries have added sugar. So exercise is going to be another aspect of the challenge. I've seen more and more over-exercising happening. And stress management is a huge benefit of exercise, as long as you don't overdo it. Goal setting is going to be the other piece of it. So 92% of goals set fail. A big part of what we're going to do with this challenge is we're going to work on how you set goals. It's hard to keep a goal in mind when it is too far down the line or it's too large to comprehend. Okay? So we're going to talk about specific, measurable, achievable, realistic, and timely. If anyone's heard of how to set SMART goals. And the other aspect of this challenge is you will have an individual coach that you're checking in with via email every week. So you will have accountability. And then you will have weekly check-ins with your coach. Okay? You'll have a private Facebook group, which we will post in every week. It's where you guys kind of convene to and go for support. I know people hate taking pictures, and I get it, but people always regret not doing it. Okay? They are more telling than any other measure of tracking progress. Weight, inches, pictures do put all those to shame. All right? So there's a lot of tracking because I think that it helps keep people on task. When I just ask you to eat a certain way, it has a great vibe for the first week or two, and then we get kind of sick of it. But when we're constantly trying to keep accountable to ourselves and to a coach, I find a lot more success with people. Okay? So that is what I have for you guys. Does anyone have questions on anything?